I stand to be corrected, because that is what we have as record.
If that is the case, I'm not aware. The only business we have done with, I personally done with Sehboyo Sambo, is in regard of the transaction for the.
Yes, the reason why I am asking whether he does business with the council is because this reference you have made, he has sat here and gave evidence to this commission of business that he has done with the commission, with the council, contracts he have done with the council, and has paid and was paid. And we asked him, how was he paid? And he said I don't know.
Well, the only thing I know about Sehboyo Sambo, like when we had electrical problems, we contact him to do the electrical work for us. And in that case, if he does, he is paid. But other type of business with him is only the purchase of the car that I'm aware of. If he has done any other business, well, I am not aware.
Okay. Fair. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Yes. Guide us through the GT Bank accounts regarding payments with respect to the sale of the vehicles. Is there any for January or February?
Yes, what I saw here is only January, February, and that is in respect of cash salary deposited.
So there is no payment for with respect to the sale of the vehicles?
No, there were payments
in the GT Bank account. Mr. Sallah, to make matters even much more easier for you, you have purchased a vehicle for $100,000. Is that not the case?
Who have purchased it?
You. You did the bidding, did you not? I'm asking you a question, sir.
Yes, but the account number was given to Mr. Jallo and he deposited to before he collects it. Because even when he went to deposit, to pick the car, it was him who showed the receipt to this thing.
But we had shown, it has been shown that you are the one, you have admitted that you are the one who purchased the vehicle. The same had been outlined by Passet Sise. Do you doubt that now? Because you've already admitted that before.
Yes, I said I facilitated for Mr. Jallo to buy, yeah. But it was not myself who bought it.
No, you were the person doing the actual buying. Where you got the funds, the monies, is not in question, but you were the one that is said to have bought the vehicle for $100,000. Is that not the case, sir? I'm asking you a question, sir. Is that not the case?
If I was the one who bought it, why will I deny it? What I said is I facilitated Mr. Jallo to buy the car, and when it's the 100,000, I gave him an account. I cannot remember, but I'm just charging because these are things that I'm just charging. But if it's in the accounts, they were all deposited.
No, look, Mr. Sallah. the finding is that these funds cannot be traced in the accounts. The bank account that was used is the trust bank account. Now you cannot see most of the payments in the trust bank account. You've asked for the GT bank account, you haven't seen it. If it is there, you will see it. Is that not the case? Now, even the purchase that you have done yourself, whether as an agent or not, you did the actual purchase. Is that not the case?
Well, in respect of Mr. Nyabale and Mr. Jallo, I think I will beg for the commission to give me to contact them, and they might have the deposit receipts, and we will tender them here.
No. That is the bank account you have.
They might.
No, wait a minute. Will the bank account not indicate whether payment is done or not? And I will need you to answer questions, sir.
Yes, the bank account will.
And you have to use the microphone, sir.
Yes, the bank account will show.
Yes, and now you have the bank account before you. You have confirmed that that is the account of the bank account of the area council. Is that not the case? Did you not confirm that?
Yes. Yes.
And so therefore, if the transaction is done, it will show. Now you have the bank account. It's either the payments are not done as per the findings of the auditors and the investigators, or they were actually they are wrong, and then payments are being made, in which case you will have to show us. Is that not the case, sir?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the payments were done wrong wrong.
Please, Mr. Sallah, look, this is a very serious inquiry. You have to, and can you please stop for a second what you're doing and speak through the microphone, and then answer questions. If you need time to check anything, just tell us, let us know, and then the commissioners will decide. Do you understand that? Do you understand it, sir? Mesa, do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes. So now, have you seen the transactions in the account that you are currently viewing?
No, I have not seen them.
You have not seen them.
Yes.
Can we please proceed? Can you please close that we proceed? Can you please hand that over? The scrap vehicle, you said you don't know who purchased the scrap vehicle.
Yes, the scrap vehicle was parked at the garage for a very long time, and I don't know who bought the vehicle. Later on, I told the procurement officer said it was Pasise who bought it.
But now you recall it is Pasise who bought it.
Yes.
Did he make payment?
Well, no, I'm not aware. He didn't make payments to me.
How much was the price?
Well, I think they said, I think when I asked which is when I left here the last time, I called the procurement officer. He said, I think it was sold to 30,000.
$7,000. He admitted $7,000 in his statement. He said
7,000.
Yes. Said, and the scrap Mitsubishi was auctioned to me at the price of $7,000. So no one told you $30,000, sir. It's $7,000. And who made the decision that all these prices will just be decided? So you were just auctioning this.
No, that scrap vehicle, first we agreed 30,000. So if I was told that it is Pasise who bought it, then I assume that it's 30,000 he bought it for.
But you should know, because you were part of the committee. You were in control of the sale.
That car was there.
Wait a minute, you were in control of the sale. Is that not the case?
Yes.
And so therefore you must be able to account for all the proceeds of the sale. Is that not the case, sir?
Yes.
But of course you have admitted that you did not follow due process, right?
Yes.
But then, even without following due process, you should be able to account for the proceeds of the sale of the vehicles.
That's true.
Yes, which you cannot account for. Correct?
Yes.
So where did this money go to?
The money was paid to the accounts.
But it's not showing in the account, my friend.
Those accounts, those ones I told them, and I said for Mr. Jallo and Mr. Nyabal, I have to contact them because I didn't know. Because for Mr. Jallo, we all gave them the bank accounts, and they paid, they deposited, and that they used the deposit slips to.
But they are not in the bank in the bank accounts you have checked. Is that that is a fact? Correct?
Yes.
And they would have been in the bank accounts. They would have been shown in the bank account if payments were done through bank transfer. That's a fact.
Yes, but they can still be omitted in the bank statement. That could be.
Mr. Sallah, if you have evidence of that, you can show us.
Yes, I'll
But
get
as,
them.
wait a minute, if you have evidence of omission, you can show us. But as we stand,
Yeah.
as the matter is currently, there is no evidence of these monies being accounted for.
Okay.
That is a fact.
All right.
No, not all right. That is a fact.
Yes.
Thank you. And you understand that you will be primarily responsible if you can account for these amounts of monies?
Okay.
I'm tired of telling you that you have to answer the questions either in the affirmative or in the negative. Do you understand that? Mr. Sallah?
Yes.
I know it's uncomfortable to account for things you have done, but you have to just answer the questions.
May I?
Please, yes.
Mr. Sallah, I just want to draw your attention to the fact that this is an inquiry, and we expect witnesses to answer questions as a direct resultant of activities that are done in the council. So no person is going to ask you any question that is not within the precincts of what we are asked or mandated to inquire into. So we expect the cooperation of the witness pursuant to the activities of the council. So please let us not repeat, let council not repeat asking you to answer the question because it is wrong. Did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Salah, we will now discuss another issue. That is the transaction with Nemasu Enterprise. You know Nemasu Enterprise?
Yes.
What can you tell us about Nemasu Enterprise?
Nemasu Enterprise is a business man. Is a businessman in Jara.
Yes.
And during the COVID, when the first alarm, when the COVID this thing came in, we contacted him to buy rice and sugar.
So, do you recall how many times you have had cause to deal with Nemasu Enterprise in relation to the supply of goods?
I think on 2 occasions, if I
Two occasions.
yes, if I can remember.
Which was the first? What was the first occasion?
I think the first one it was 150 bags.
150 bucks.
Yeah, I cannot exactly remember, but there was 100 first, because when the first time when we bought rice was at Sabel Madi.
Shaben Madi.
Yes, that is the first time, and that was the first time that council's fund was used. And when we bought this rice from Sabel Madi at 645, and we paid for the transportation. So when we came in, I said to the procurement officer, I think your responsibility is to help businessmen in LRR to register with GPPA.
Yes.
And 2 people were contacted, one Mr. Momodu Jallo and the Nemasu Enterprise.
Yes.
And the Nemasu Enterprise went to register. We said, that's the business, but we cannot give you without having the GPPA registration. And that was the very day when he had the approval from the GPPA, that was the day that we gave him the contract to buy the bag of rice. I cannot remember exactly how much bag of rice was it, but that was the day we made the transfer to his accounts.
That was the day you made the transfer into his accounts?
Yes.
So you said you can recall 2 contracts given to him?
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yes, I can recall 2 contracts.
Recall 2 contracts?
Yes.
Well, how about the second contract?
The second contract is also in related to rice and sugar. Because that was the time, first, we were buying this rice in accordance to the revenue we had. Because
Yes.
first it was the chairman who wrote to the Jara UK Association.
Yes.
And also the Israeli embassy in Dakar.
Right.
And the Bankers Association.
Yes.
And all those monies, there were proposals written by the chairman for a support to the COVID-19.
Yes.
And that was the reason why we said we opened a specific account for the COVID account,
Right.
and we do the implementations. That is what would happen.
Do you have the contract for the first contract you had with Nemasu?
The first contract? Yes, there was a contract, I think.
But do you have it? Because as far as we are concerned, all the
Yes.
witnesses talk
Yes.
about having only one contract with Nemasu.
What?
Do you have?
One contract?
Yes, one agreement. There was one contract awarded to Nemasu, and that is in relation to the COVID-19 rice and food stuffs that were to be supplied to the community.
Okay.
You are now talking about two. You will need evidence of that. You
No,
said the first-
maybe I have forgotten, because I can remember there was two consignment
Yes,
of...
Sallah, you have not forgotten. You see, the issue is you're trying to be smart. You know you have made overpayments to Nemos, which we will get to. You are now trying to see how you can justify that.
I never made overpayments to Nemosu.
Don't say that, because we have the evidence and we'll come to it.
Okay.
Do you understand? That is what you are trying to anticipate, and it will not work. Even your CEO acknowledges that there was only one contract given to Nemos. Do you understand that? And that is during the COVID period. The procurement officer said the same thing. Sat where you are sitting right now. So the burden will be on you. Anything you say will be on you to prove. And therefore, if you have given Nemos another contract, it will be for you to prove and show us where the money has gone to.
No, but Mr. Gomez...
I'm just trying to show you that don't try to be smart, because you may be digging a much deeper hole for yourself than you are already in. So please proceed with what you want to say.
I said I might not remember exactly, but there was a contract in between us and Nemosu in the purchase of this thing, because there was two consignment of rice that was bought, either him and Mamadou Jallo. So this is what this is my statement.
So when you said
Yes.
that there were two contracts, it was actually wrong.
Yes, that is wrong, maybe.
See, it's interesting. Huh?
These are things that I cannot remember, Mr.
No. You were just trying to be smart, and you realize that you have hit the end of the road. There's no other way, because you can't justify that. So this is an inquiry. You cannot justify things you say, because they will be documented. Do you understand that? So you just be as factual as you can be, and we move ahead, we make progress. Now, let me read to you what has been said by your former CEO, pass it, regarding Nemasu. Said on the issue of the procurement of rice from Nemasu, there was a contract and finance committee meeting on the issue, and during which it was mentioned by Gibbi Sallah that Jar Oil was selling 25 kilogram rice at 450 per bag. Was that correct?
450?
Yes.
This is a news to me.
A CEO who said that in the contracts committee meeting, you mentioned that Jar Oil was selling rice for $450 25 bags of rice, and was agreed accordingly. That was the first agreement, and he's not the only one who said that. Other witnesses said clearly that was the first initial agreement that you should purchase from Jar Oil.
I denied it. I denied these statements even during the investigation. Why will we see $450 per bag and we went and buy 625?
That's okay. Let me show you the exhibit 002, which is the minutes of the Mansako Area Council Finance and Contracts Committee meeting held on Wednesday, 15th of April, 2020. Do you understand? 2020. And those who attended the meeting, Almamo AKC, you know him?
Yes.
By Gibbi Sallah, that's you?
Yes.
Seni Jadama, of course you know Seni Jadama.
Yes.
Suleiman Sane, Nfamal Serikan, Paset Sise, Bakari Fadera, Bua Kinte, Sidi Sis Diba, Baba Tarawale, Sidi Sane, Osman K. Saw, Mamadou Serikan, and Alhaji Ansumana Sane. You all know all of these people.
Yes, they are councillors.
They are at council. And so the minutes of the meeting, you turn to the second page, where you have the action point, the second paragraph. Can you please read that?
The Director of Finance informed the subcommittee that Jar Oil is selling 25 kilos of rice at $450 and would like the council to purchase the rice through Jar Oil. The subcommittee member approved Director Salah's approval to buy or proceed the rice from Jar Oil, 150 bags divided by 4, that is action point.
Is that all?
Yes.
Can we have it? Does this now help you to recollect?
Yes.
Do you now agree?
Yes.
Sallah, again, we don't have to do this. Do you understand that? The facts, you know that these are the facts. We don't have to really do this with you. It may cause embarrassment that will not be proper. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Now what happened? What happened? Why the change of events from Jar Oil to Nemaso?
No, actually, I cannot recall. I cannot recall again what happened, because definitely, even with this minutes, maybe it took some time before we were able. The funds were available
now
for us to buy.
Again, if I further with the statement of Paset Sise, that's a statement that he gave on the 23rd of November 2023, said, however, Mr. Sallah was tasked to find out and report back to the committee, but he never did. I later got the information that Jar Oil was not selling more than 10 bags to an individual. Later on, a meeting was held by the committee, and Nemasu Enterprise and Sedu Jalo were identified as potential suppliers, but the award was eventually given to Nemasu for the supply of 655 bags of 25 kilograms of rice at 650 per bag and 232 gallons of 5 liters of oil at 350 per gallon. An advance payment of $225,000 was made, after which full delivery was made by Nemasu and the final payment was made accordingly. So you have two competitors, and Nemasu was identified.
Yes.
And there was one contract given to Nemasu,
Yes.
the supply of the aforementioned food items, 605 bags of rice,
and the oil.
and the oil.
Yes.
That was the only contract that was given to Nemasu. Is that not correct, sir?
Yes.
Do you now agree with that, sir?
Yes.
Good. Now, when this contract was given to Nemasu, Nemasu didn't register at the time, right?
Yes.
The contract was awarded first, and then Nemasu went to register.
No, when the contract was awarded,
Yes.
it was awarded to him before but before the payment was done, he registered.
I understand.
Yes.
But I understand that.
Yes.
I commend you for your honesty. The fact is, he was awarded the contract first.
Yes.
And then, before payment was done to him,
Yes.
he had to go and register.
Exactly.
He sat here and said that he registered first before the award.
No, the very day he collected the GPPA certificate.
Yes.
And brought to us, that is the day that we approve his payment.
We made payment.
Yes.
But
because we advised him that we cannot pay without the GPPA.
I understand that. I understand exactly that is how it happened. But my point is, when he testified, he said to the contrary. He said to the commissioners, that before he was awarded the contract, he registered with GPA, which is not true, because the fact is, he was awarded the contract, then registered, and then payment was done.
Yes.
So when he said when he made that statement, it was not correct.
It wasn't correct, because it was the procurement officer who encouraged them to register to get the business.
Now, do you recall how much he was to be paid?
Well, the first payment was done at,
Go ahead.
maybe if I see the invoices, I will know, because the first payment we paid 250,000, as you said, earlier on, and the second payment was after his when he delivered the rice.
Proceed. Now we will show you the invoice. See whether you will be able to. Please have a look at her invoice. Was that the one sent by Alma Modiba of the Nemasu Enterprise?
Yes.
How much did he send as an invoice?
425,750.
And then what was he supposed to supply as per the invoice?
655 bags of 25 kg rice.
Yes. Is that all?
Yeah, there's another invoice here, that 400 bags of rice,
Yes.
and 410 liters of oil,
Yes.
and 100 bags of 50 kg sugar.
Yes.
Yes.
And the amount should be 400 and how much?
No, here I'm seeing
600
$1,050.
That's okay. That's fine. Let's just look at the payments you've made. 28 April 2020, you paid $200,000 to Nemasu. Do you recall that?
28?
April.
Yes, that was the first payment.
Yes. And then you paid $307,000 on the 2nd of May 2020. Can you please take a white paper, just an empty sheet, and then record this so that you can do the computation? You can add and tell us how much that would be. Are we there?
Yes, I'm just going back to the 28th of April.
Yes, 28th of April 2020, $200,000.
201,605.
Well, I see $200,000.
Oh yes, 200,000.
Yes.
So.
And then you have 2nd May 2020, $307,000. Do you see that?
Yes, 307.
Right. And then you made a $35,000 payment as well on the 19th of May 2020.
Yes.
12th August 2020, you paid $400,000.
12th August.
2020, yes. Did you see it?
Yes, so I saw it on the statement.
Yes. And then 24th August 2020, you paid $201,500. I think that was the one you were referring to. $201,500. Have you seen it?
Yes, 201, yes.
2 over?
201,000, yes.
Yes, so how much would that be altogether?
This 200,000 could have not been for Nemasu.
No,
I would, let me just see. Let me just check. 200,000.
Sir,
No?
these are bank transactions.
Yeah.
If the payment is not for Nemasu, it would not indicate Nemasu.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I have seen.
So don't make that suggestion. That's very misleading.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yes, the other one is $601,500. That's the 400 plus the 201. Then this other one is 5, 2, 6.
Yes? Do you have it?
Yes, I have it. 307. 1, 2, 3 plus 35.
Altogether, you made more than $1 million payment to them.
542,000. So in total, it will be 1 million.
143?
Yes, plus 601, 500. 1,143,000.
$500.
Yeah,
$500.
yeah.
Now, please explain to us how you will pay $1,143,500 when you have to pay $600,000 or thereabout.
This is a payment that I have never signed for. I think we can verify with the bank that who has, because this account,
Go ahead, we are listening.
this account has, it's 3 of us who were signatories to this account.
Yes,
That is myself, Pasise,
yes,
and the chairman.
yes,
But I can confidently say
yes.
that I did not sign checks up to 1,143,000 on this.
You
Yes,
are the finance director.
yes,
You were at the time. Do you understand that?
yes.
Payments cannot be made without you signing checks.
No, there are some checks that are signed by this chairman under the CEO.
It doesn't indicate that here. What we know is you were the custodians of the financial transactions of the area council. Is that not the case?
I can agree with you that we have not done business worth up to 1,143,000.
But that's good admission. You know why?
Yes.
It's very good.
Yes.
You have been honest, because Alma Modiba sat here and said you have done business up to $1 million, which is not true, because all the witnesses are saying that's not true.
Yes. We have never done business with him up to 1 million for 143,000.
Exactly.
Yes, that is.
It stops at $600,000 or thereabout. Is that not the case?
Yes.
That is the fact.
What I can honestly remember is
Yes.
600 and something thousand. That I can remember.
Yes.
Because even the COVID account fund
Yes.
is not up to that amount. We never had up to 1 million plus on that account.
Exactly.
Yes. So if it's a 1,143,000, that I could not agree.
Thank you.
I am not aware of all these payments, to be honest.
That's the only project. Thank you very much for that. But again, it all comes down to the fact that you made payments to him, amounting to $1,143,500. And so we want to understand why you will sanction these payments when they were clearly overpayments made to Alma Modiba. How much was he supposed to be paid?
600,000 plus.
Plus.
Yes.
And how much was he paid?
1,143,500. That's
And
what
the outstanding balance
500,000 plus.
or more?
Yes.
Yes, so we are still listening.
Council, I think this is my first time saying this. I cannot. I'm surprised because I don't know how this was possible.
Let me pause for now and allow questions from council or the commissioners regarding the numbers you have. The commissioners may have questions for you.
Mr. Sallah, don't you think if we are doing monthly reconciliation, all this would not have been a problem as it is today?
Yes, that is true.
So you'll be able to reconcile payments into the account and withdrawals from the account.
Yes.
But since that was scrapped, for best reasons known to you, it's unfortunate, but we have to ask the question that the funds are nowhere to be seen in the accounts of the council. So if the reconciliation was done every month, beginning of the new month, you would have been able to decipher that some payments have not been reflected in the bank account. So, and you are the custodian. So it all boils down to your inability to get your staff to produce what they should produce and hand them over to you for you to be able to give a proper situation report as to the finances of the council.
That is very true, sir. Because the bank reconciliation was not done, and that was why most of these things were not touched.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Sallah, you said what has been put to you by council is news to you. My question is, for the COVID funds, to be specific, who are the signatories?
3 signatories, myself, the chairman, and the CEO.
So, my further question is, did at any time monies were withdrawn from that account without your signature? Are you aware of those situations?
Yes, I think there was two times that payments were done in that is passed under the chairman signs.
So it therefore means that you gave a particular instruction to the bank when you were opening the account?
Yes, you know the account has 2 months.
No, just. So what was the instruction to the bank with respect to the signatories to the account?
You know, the COVID account was a specific account for council.
I understand all that. What I want to be clear.
And when we are opening the account, the chairman recommended that his signatories, because he provides the funding, he wrote his own proposals.
Do you want us to agree that he provided the funding into the account?
Pardon me?
You want us to believe or agree that he provided funding into that account?
Because he wrote the proposal to Jara UK Association and other philanthropists.
Yes, but he is writing for and on behalf of the council. So it is not his funds.
Yes.
He is seeking funds for and on behalf of the council.
Yes, that's true, ma'am.
So what does the law say with respect to signatories to council accounts? What does the law say?
The signatories should have been the chairman, the CEO, and the director of finance.
So now my question, going back to my question, what was the instructions that you people gave to the bank with respect to the the supposed signatories to that particular account?
We said two to sign on that 3 accounts, three signatories, but two to sign.
So 2 to sign at any point?
Yes, 2 to sign any point.
That is what the clarity I wanted.
Yes.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, so you said it is 2 to sign?
Yes.
And so you don't recall signing the subsequent payments?
No.
Is it that you may forget that you signed them, or you're not sure, or you are sure definitely that you haven't signed them?
I can definitely swear that I did not sign up to this amount for Nemasu.
How was Nemasu identified, do you know?
How?
Was Almamo Diba identified by the...
Well, Almamo is a businessman in Jarasoma.
Was there advertisement?
No, I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Yes.
So you're not sure how he was identified?
Yes.
Do you know him personally?
Almamo, yes, I know him.
And all of you know him personally,
Yes.
the CEO and,
Yes.
and the chairman?
Yes.
And therefore, would it be probably true that because of the relationship you have with him, I mean the area council, that is why he was given the contract?
Me, I can say I have no personal relationship with him.
But the area council, I said, is that the reason why? Because there was no
You know,
open tender. It was not like a fair competitive process.
yes, that's true. Because he is renting in our premises. So, and we said we have to, there were two in number, himself and one Mamadou Jallo.
Yes.
Yes, and we said that, you know, we gave him the contract.
But
That is true.
why wouldn't you subject this to competitive bidding?
Pardon me?
Why wouldn't you subject this to competitive bidding?
No, we didn't follow that process.
Yeah, but why?
We didn't. Because, you know, the COVID account, when it was open, truly my mindset, the mind I had, the concept I had, was these were funds to help the people. And it was the chairman himself who facilitated most of the resources
Yes.
through his own connection.
Yes.
So that was how we are operating.
But that's fine. You were employed you're employed to serve the area councils, and therefore any connections you may have used still means that you have to account for it. It will not be your personal funds. Is that not the case? It will still be public funds, and therefore there are rules as to how you will commit public funds.
Yes.
Would that not be correct, sir?
That's very true.
Right. Please turn to page 17. We briefly discussed this issue with respect to an amount of $1,514,422.74 buttons. That the monies were not paid to the receiving cashier since they were not posted in the main cash book. No evidence of banking was provided to confirm that these were paid to council. So in 2021, you collected about $64,000, then $40,100, then $1,200,512.74 buttons. But no evidence of these funds being banked. The receipt numbers are also indicated. Do you see it?
Yes.
Did you deposit this money to the bank?
Yes. I never receive cash, because if you look at the bank statements, most of these monies will be traced in the bank statement.
Don't quickly say that, because I'm sure you know that if you had deposited this money to the banks, they will definitely show. So you'll have to show us how and which bank account you have deposited these collections. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Can you show us?
Yes, let me have the bank statements.
Which of the bank statements?
Trust bank account.
Yes, Trust Bank. Let's just go by this, the smallest amount, the $40,000 that you have collected, and show us where you have deposited the money. Yes, you see it? Yes, sir.
It's 40,300. Like 40,300, 64,500.
Yes. Did you see the trace in the account? There was a management response to that effect, which suggests that you could not find these monies because they were not deposited. Are you following? Sir?
Yes, let me look at on the 6th of August, in-house check deposit of
Yes.
40,000.
6th of
August,
August. In-house deposit of?
$40,000.
From?
You know me, I don't receive, I said it here, I don't receive cash. All these ones, all these amounts.
From? Who deposited the money? It's a question they asked.
I cannot remember exactly, but we can trace out from this account number.
But why will you now share the money, the deposit to yourself when it didn't indicate that you have deposited the money?
But if I collect the check, I deposit it, I cannot remember, but that's the $40,000 here.
No, but we don't know. Are you the one who deposited the money?
Yes,
Did it show?
it's an in-house check deposit, I deposited it. Whatever I deposit, all the checks here, all the in-house checks, when I go for collection for these things, all the in-house checks, and even it will follow up. Let me show you the other one, the $65,000 is also followed.
Sorry, Counsel, can I just assist the witness? What do you understand by the word in-house check?
Like when I collect money, it's a trust bank check
Yes.
given to me to pay to our trust bank check account.
Okay.
That is what it is, an in-house check. Because
Now-
when I went for collection, I cannot remember who the payee is at now. But it was myself, it was a payment by trust bank, it was payment made in trust bank check. And we paid it to our trust bank account. That is why it is a in-house check deposit.
Now, if you could be so certain that that check was given to you and you went and paid it,
Yes.
you should also be able to remember who gave you that check.
These are transactions in 2021.
No,
I
no.
cannot remember exactly.
No. You can remember some and leave out some. I said,
Yes.
if you can so emphatically say
Yes.
that this was a trust bank check that was given to you and you went and paid it into the account,
Yes.
you must have known who must have given you the check. Because that's where it should start. I came, I gave you a check, you went and took the check and paid it into your account.
Yes.
So who gave you the check? You should be able to remember that. If you can remember that you yourself took the check to the bank and paid it into the account.
I cannot remember, but this 64,500 here is an EcoBank check, and it was paid by one UNO Forex Bureau, 64,500. That's it here.
I don't think you've answered my question.
No, I cannot remember exactly who had
Okay,
paid.
that's fine. Then you
Yes.
have answered.
Yes.
Thank you.
I cannot remember.
Mr. Sallah?
The second one is the 64,500.
Yes. The date, give us the date. Give us the date, sir.
On the 21st of January 2022, is an EcoBank check,
21st January
2022.
January 2022.
Yes.
Did I not tell you that these are collections done in 2021?
No, this is the audit account for 2021 and 2022.
Yes.
This is not collection. All this collection is part of.
This audit account for what? Which year? Can you read again, please?
2020 and 2021 combined.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So
The
these were
transactions within the years 2020 and 2021, not
Yes.
2022. Is that not correct? 2021 is where it stops. Is that correct, sir?
2021.
Yes.
Well,
Can you read the audit report? I mean, the periods it covers. Read the period it covers. Yes.
yes, 2021.
For the
December.
period,
For the period 2020 to
1st January 2022 to 31st December 2021.
Yes.
Would that be correct? Would that mean that all transactions within these years?
Well, these are
No, let's just have the facts. We're going by the facts. The transactions from 1st January 2020 to December 2021. Is that what this audit report is all about?
Well, yes, that's what the audit is saying about.
Yes.
Yes.
And so, on page 37, it made reference to the year 2021. It's very specific. And these are fixed collections. So maybe for 2022 you have deposited maybe, but 2021 there is no evidence of that. Is that not the case, sir?
Anyway, I just want to remind that whatever I collected is on check.
No, I understand.
Yes, under whatever. Yes, this one could be that 64,500.
No. I understand.
Yes.
Whatever you collect, you deposit.
Yes. No. What I'm saying is, this is on the 21st of January.
No, let's just first have the
And you know, when you pay a check to an account, like it's an EcoBank check, it will take some time before it can mature. Miss.
Let me assist you there. It will reflect in your account, but you will not be in a position to utilize it until it has 3 working days. But it will still show in your account, and it will tell you the value date that you'll be able to get possession of the funds that you have paid via check into your account.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I cannot deny him because he's a seasonal account.
Salah,
Huh?
it is important we get your evidence. It's
Yes.
important you use the microphone, you speak into the microphone. It's very important. Do you understand
Yes.
that for the purpose of the record?
Yes.
But do you agree with with Honorable Commissioner?
Very well.
Good. So which means in 2021, the amount of $64,500 does not reflect. In 2022, it does reflect. Maybe you have made the deposit. These are a fixed amount of money that you collect from these people. So therefore, in 2021, you did not see the amount. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, it's correct. Can you allow me to go over the bank statements, please?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And then you can always come back if you feel you have seen it in the bank statements as well. You can always come back. It is there. The bank statement is with you. Yes. These are just the findings I am confronting you with. I will be very happy if you can provide explanations and you can prove to the contrary. Do you understand?
Yes.
But then, as it seems, now that is not the case for the 64. How about the $1,200,512? 74 bottles. Did you deposit that in 2021? Yes, you see it?
That's what I'm checking.
You haven't seen it?
No, I have not seen it.
Good. And so then it will be correct, going by the findings, that the $200,512.74 but you could not trace in the trust bank account.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
The $64,500 is 2021, you cannot trace it as well.
The what?
64,500 in 2021, you cannot trace it as well.
Yes.
The $40,100 you said you have seen it. Can you show me? Can you show me where where it reflects, so that I will note it down? Honorable Secretary, can you assist with the? Just refer me to the $40,100 you said reflects.
This one is $40,000 I show here, in-house check of 40,000
Can I see it, please?
on the 6th of August, 2021.
Yes.
An in-house check deposits.
Let me have it, please. August, in-house check from account number 1111 and so on for account number. So it says $40,000. Is that not the case, sir?
Yes.
But then the correction is not $40,000, it's $40,100. Sir?
Yes.
The collection is $40,100 and not $40,000. Is that what you have in the on page 37 of the audit report? 227 or 17? Sorry. What's the amount?
40,100.
So this would not be the one you are referring to.
Yes. Let me check the other statement too.
No, let's just conclude the fact that where you made reference to would not be the correct one.
Yes.
Good. See, you think, do you think that the auditors would have any reason to state that the collections did not reflect in the bank statement when actually it does? Sarah?
Yes. Because late cancel. Because these amounts.
Just cancel, yes.
Okay, cancel. Okay. These amounts of monies, whatever collection that passed through me is payment by check.
Yes.
And if it is payment by check, it is paid to Mansako Area Council.
Yes.
And all those, the letterheads, those Mansako Area Council is paid to the account. That is why I'm saying this, all this under the 40,100 could have been also maybe and a demand note that is paid to for the council.
Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Sallah,
So,
there
but
is nothing like could have been. You know, the payments through check, it makes it more certain what the amount is when it is paid to you, when it is given to you, and when you actually deposit the money into the bank.
Yeah, the reason
So,
is
let me land. So there would not be any inference that anyone may draw because the dates would be set. They would be very clear. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Would that not be the case?
Yes.
So I think you've already had a discussion with Commissioner Joyner, and it's already clear that there would not be ambiguity in relation to dates when the checks are being honored or are being deposited into the bank or whatsoever. All transactions are recorded.
Yes.
So they must reflect in the account. If you had paid it into the account, they will reflect. Would that not be true?
Yes, that's true.
So, and they did not reflect. If it is $40,001, it will show $40,001. Is that not the case?
Yes.
If there is any butut, it will show and indicate the butut that accompanies the dalasi. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So therefore, you cannot show us any of these transactions in the trust account. Would that not be correct?
Yes, I cannot show it for now.
So do we move on? Sir, are you ready to move on?
Yes.
But why will you not deposit these funds, Mr. Sallah? Why would you not deposit these funds? That's what I don't understand. Why would you, is it that, are these part of the funds you will sanction for other expenditures to be made?
Council, I
Yes.
want to inform this commission
Yes.
that whatever check or payment I receive is paid to the account, that I can ascertain. Yes. But
My-
also, you know, auditors, also, I don't know how, but I will confess that whatever monies I received is deposited to the account. That is my statement.
Mr. Sallah, we understand that, and we appreciate that the monies that you receive are checks.
Yes.
Now, my question is there any possibility for room of error for the check having a total sum, both in figures and in letters, deposited in an account to reflect a different amount? Is there any
No.
possibility?
No.
Okay, so which means if we don't see it in the bank, is it correct that it may not have been deposited in the account?
You know, sometimes, let's for example, sometimes when I go to Africa and they give me a check, different checks. Sometimes I can put, some checks are put together.
Yes.
And that could give a different amount of the deposit at the same time.
Yes, but no, let me, because I am not a finance person, I may have difficulty in appreciating certain things. My question is, even if there are different checks,
Yes.
when you deposit them in the account, because the checks have individual serial numbers, the transaction in your account will show, you understand, the different check numbers to appreciate how much each check how much is contained in each check. Because the system would automatically tell you, if you deposit 5 checks, it will tell you the amount of money you have deposited, you understand, via those 5 checks, right?
Yes.
Is that not the situation?
Yes.
So what I'm saying now is that, is there any possibility that those checks, there might be an error of not depositing some of these checks? Because even if you want to utilize what is in the check, if you don't catch it, you can't utilize the money, because it's already check drawn in council's name. So you must deposit it to be able to get the money.
Exactly.
To be able to withdraw the money for any other purpose. So the question here, what council is trying to put forward is very simple. Is there any possibility that these checks, for example, the specific example is the 41 instead of 40. Is there any possibility that that check was not deposited in the account because it cannot be traced in the account?
There is nowhere that I can receive a check without depositing it. That one I
Yes,
can.
that
yes.
is that.
Yes.
We will take that evidence.
Yes.
But now my question is there any possibility of it not being deposited?
No, there is no possibility, because the only beneficiary to the check is to the Mansako Area Council.
Yes.
And it must be deposited, because I cannot hold the check, receive the check, and refusing not to deposit it.
Yes.
Yes.
But then now, if
And
what evidence will we have? What evidence will we have to corroborate what you are saying if we cannot find it in the accounts of the bank? If we are able to get that, we are okay.
Yeah.
Because we must have evidence to corroborate what you are telling us,
Yes.
that everything you have received, you have deposited it.
Yes.
So the evidence that we ought to receive, we have got the evidence direct from source.
Yes.
That is from the bank. And the bank has given us the statements of your institution. And if we cannot see it in the statement of the institution, unless you can provide us with a photocopy of that check, and we cross-check with the bank whether it was deposited or not, we will not have any evidence.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, very well.
All right. Yes.
Comment here. Mr. Sallah, I think the finding is more of receipt books that you did not surrender the amounts that you have collected using those receipt books. It says here 2021, the column is receipt numbers 300-5901 to 300-5950. The collector is Mr. Gibbi Sallah. Details not specified. Unaccounted monies from that receipt, those receipts, or from that receipt book is 1.2 million. So it's a combination of you not recording or paying in all these amounts for receipts that you have issued. You have issued receipts totaling 1.2 million. But and the receipt books are 300-5901, 300 to 300-5950, meaning you have 50 leaves of receipts that you have issued out totaling 1.2 million to people whom you have not deposited those funds into the account. It is not a check, one check written for 1.2 million. No. It's a series of activities that you have issued receipts for, which never reflected in the account.
In my statement, during the investigation, it is stated there. Let me refer you to the statements I have made in respect of that. Page 4. The fourth paragraph. On the issue of unaccounted revenue collection amount to 1,500,000. I say on the issue of unaccounted revenue collection amounting to $1,500,000 under $24,422 pointed 74 butut. As per the 2023 audit reports, having my name featured in the matter could have been related to the instance where I could go to the office for supervision. During such time, some demand notes are paid to me directly, mostly by check, and I will issue them with GTR receipt accordingly. The audit query could have been associated with the fact that such transactions were not recorded in the cash book. On the issue of the unpresented check receipt book of this 360 to 51 to 100, amounting to 2 million, by the audit office was issued by my name from the GTR receipt book for official receipting for collectors and collaborated bodies. However, some of these transactions in the book were recorded by my subordinates such as Lamin Balde and Sidi Sane, and the issues of issuing receipt from the book directly to taxpayers of rates and tax and trade lands must have been carried by the said person.
I think you have gone a little bit further. We should have stopped on the issue of the unaccounted revenue for 1,524,422.74 bututs.
Yes.
Now, if you look at the last sentence of your report, you say that having my name featured in this matter could have been related to the instances where I will go to the field for supervision. Now, when you go to the field for supervision, you issue receipts.
Exactly, for demand.
Now,
yes.
okay, fine.
Yes.
Now, those receipts, they could not trace the account, the amount of monies that you have issued those receipts for into the account of the council. Simple. I have gone to the Lumo, I've issued receipts, 10 receipts, but this one is talking about 50 receipts, totaling to 1,200,000, whereby you have issued receipts, but they could not trace the 50 receipts that you have issued, totaling that amount, to be in the account, in the books of the council. That is all what this is saying.
Mr. Sallah, can we have a response, please?
Yes, all I can say in this transaction could be that all these monies, all amount receipted, all this amount, because we reconcile. I can, if given, we can reconcile with, I can bring the receipt books and we reconcile with the banks. Because with those ones, with those receipt books, they can be paid in different times, and that the amount could be different. So that could be possibilities.
Yes, okay.
But in any data, in any...
Just a minute. We will welcome your suggestion that you will bring the GTR books, because the challenge that the auditors had was that GTR books were not being presented to them during the course of their audit exercise.
Yes.
And if you can come up with the GTR books, and the bank statements, you could possibly be here with our financial analyst.
Yes.
We do the reconciliation.
Very well.
And then so that we can have a clear picture.
Okay.
You are giving us a different testimony from what the auditors have said.
Exactly.
So we will give you the opportunity to provide clarity to that effect.
No problem.
All right?
And thank you for that.
All right. And further to this, let me also say that the explanation that Honorable Joyner has given, the unpresented GTRs from 6051 to 6100, amounting to 2,457,501.74. This also, there is no evidence traceable in the accounts for amounts lodged in the account. So you could also help us bring the GTRs, and we look at the accounts with a view to reconciling these things.
No problem.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, again, on page 19, there is the receipt book 3006051 to 3006100. It was stated that you did not present that to the auditors for auditing. Can you please make that available as well?
Yes, that one I told you, it was presented. Check in the back of the receipt. I think they said it again. I think there was, yes.
That was the one that said that the receipt book was presented and it totaled 2,457,501.74 buttons.
Yes.
That's
I think it was even present.
A.
Yeah. Not in my presence, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in 2021, 2020, 2022. So basically, the assumption is that you did not deposit these funds to the account, and they had made as a table on page 62. Can you turn to page 62, please?
So let me just ask this for clarity purposes. Now, you are saying on the fourth paragraph that these receipt books were handed over to you and your name was in the diary.
Yes.
But then you gave it to other people like Lamin Balde
yes.
and Sidi Sane.
Yes, sometimes that do happen.
Okay, just hold on. They went out, collected the funds and never surrendered the funds. That's what you are saying.
No, I never said that. I never said they didn't
No,
surrender.
but you say it's in your name.
Yes.
And you are telling us that you have not received any payment that you have not lodged into the bank account.
Exactly.
Now, if these guys were the ones that must have used those receipt books to collect revenue and issued out receipts to those people totaling 2 million plus, where did they put the money?
That is
You
why
are the finance director of finance.
that is why when I'm saying when I get the GTR receipt book, we will reconcile and we will get the picture.
Okay.
Yes.
But for these ones, you provided the GTR books, and then there were collections made all the way to 2022 as well, and then they did not feature in the bank account.
Yes, as you can see the deposits here
Yes,
and their numbers.
yes,
This is payment for rates and tax for 2022.
okay,
This is something Sane,
yes,
155,000.
yes.
And this is Jerry Diba, rates and tax.
Where are you? Which page?
I think you say 63 or
62.
Oh, okay.
Because we referred to 62.
Okay, yes.
Yes, so where you have Annex A on deposited collections by the Director of Finance, because these receipt books were given to you.
Yes. This
Is that not the case?
Yes.
Because they were first, they requested the books, you didn't provide them, but subsequently it was provided.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
On page 20, it says the receipt books was presented, because they acknowledged the fact that you later on presented the books. Would that not be true?
Yes.
Yes, so because on page 19, the response of the management was that well noted. However, management has engaged the Director of Finance, who is responsible for the GTR, not presented to present it for the audit to review and verify. So you were instructed by the management to present the receipt books, and you did that.
This is not, when it was even submitted, it was not my time then I was, because this time, by the time we get this, I was already in Basa, I said it.
When did
And
you
it
go to
was when I came,
When did you go to Basa?
I said July 12th,
Which year?
2023.
You went to Basa in 2023.
Yes?
This is in 2022.
No, these are, when we are receiving these books, this audit, this thing, it was in
what?
July 2023, on the 18th of July. Then I already gone.
But you have already done the response already. Management had already responded.
I said I never participated in the management response
No,
of
that's
this.
okay, but then what I am saying is, how do this response come? When the audit has been conducted, they will send you a draft for you to respond before it is finally printed.
The drafts are sent to the CEO and the chairman.
Yes.
Yes, and I would told you that it is through the commission. When I came, that's the time that I saw this.
That's not correct, because anyone that is being affected will be contacted.
I was never contacted in this, honestly.
Okay, but then still that would not absolve you from responsibility. You still have responsibility to provide this, but you later on provided, it was provided, the receipt book was provided, and the collections in the receipt book is what you see on Annex A.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Where you have GDR number 03006051, 20th of December 2021. Were you still in the area council?
Yes.
Good. Arficel was the payee. The details were the canteen rent from January to December 2021. The amount is $12,000.
Yes.
So it indicates that you were the one who did the collection.
Yes.
But then it was not deposited.
No, this Africell, this is what I say, Africell never paid. They paid in checks.
No. That is your evidence.
Yes, that is my evidence.
Which you haven't provided, you haven't substantiated in any form.
Yes, because by the time when we submitted, by the time they submitted these GTR receipt books, maybe at that time they have already indicated this. Because if you say payment from operational fees for the year 2021 by GAMCEL, 234,000. These are direct payments from the by GAMTEL, not cash payments.
So when Jere Mama Sane paid in 2022 for payment of rates and taxes for the amount of $130, was that also in check?
Jere Mama?
Just the same pay, the last payee, Jere Mama Sane, 130.
Yes, this is what I said.
Check?
No, no, this one is not check. Because if you go further, there is even 6 months canteen rent. If you go further, there we would say the payment from trade lancing, this 75, payment from market juice. Like this one, when they collect.
Let's first deal with the one I have asked you. The Jere Mama Sane paid
Yes.
$130.
Yes.
Was that true check?
This one is cash payment.
Cash payment.
Yes.
And it still didn't reflect.
Can I explain?
Yes.
You know, previously we were not giving GTR receipt books for for this recent tax.
Yes.
But later when Sidi Toure came in, he said that all payments will issue them with GTR receipt books.
Yes.
So when this particular payment came in, it was my receipt book that was used to draw him this receipt, this thing. Because my receipt book was used for two purposes. One, for trade, for demand notes only, and the second, for retirement. If you look at all the payments.
How were you accounting for this? How were you accounting for the receipt books that you were issued?
Like for example, I just want to take for example Tumbul Gasama here, payment for market dues collected. You know, when she collects, she come and reconcile with the finance manager.
Yes.
And at the end of, you know, there's a period for submission.
Yes.
So after all when he submits,
Yes.
they will bring back her cash book.
Yes.
And the receipts attached.
Yes.
Then I will draw from my receipt book.
Yes.
A receipt from Tumbul Gasama.
Yes.
Being payment for market dues for the period.
Yes.
Then look at the deposit slips. Even some of the receipt books, I will say, there are other payments that are made in cash. There are some payments from what she collect is made on cash.
All you're saying is all right, it's fine as long as you can account for it. Now, how are you accounting for these collections?
How was I?
How were you accounting for these collections? Because it did not reflect in the books of account. Do you understand the question?
No.
Because you don't keep an up-to-date cash book, you don't do reconciliation, which means you wouldn't know what any collector collects. Well, you may know, but you wouldn't just record it, and then therefore there will not be any explanation as to how the monies were transacted. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand? Would that be true?
Yes, that is true.
Exactly. So therefore, they will be correct to say, the auditors will be correct to say that all these funds, there is no evidence. That's what they say. There's no evidence of it being banked, being taken to the bank or deposited into the bank accounts, because you don't follow the normal rules of financial transactions as per the financial manual, and therefore all these collections, there's no evidence of it. You can't be traced. It can't be traced. Is that not correct, sir?
Yes.
I believe it's
Very well.
Yes, I have. Now, you have indicated that the kind of cash book you were maintaining was in your system,
Yes.
your laptop,
Yes.
and the laptop had an issue. You did not have a backup?
I tried the laptop. I tried.
No,
I did not have.
Before it crashed, you did not have a backup?
No. I did not have a backup.
So, and you did not also have a corresponding parallel entry form in any way in the council. So everything was done in the computer.
Everything was, yes, that
So you
everything
did not have any PowerPoint
presentation.
no, Excel. Sorry,
No,
I meant to say Excel.
the
You did
system
not
is-
have Excel system to enter all of these things. You did not.
The system
have that
itself
backup.
was in Excel form.
Yes.
And when the computer had, there are a lot of variable documents that I had on that thing, and I lose them.
Now
all.
let me get to this. The CEO said, when you came in, you told them that you have a better system. Do you think it was prudent to have just maintained that system in your personal computer without having a backup system in manual form, just in case something happened, knowing fully well that these are not your personal transactions? these are council's transactions. Don't you think?
That was the system. You know, when I came in, I said...
No. Let us answer the question first.
Yes.
Don't you think it was prudent for you to have a manual backup, since the activities that you are doing in your personal computer are not your own personal activities, are activities of council? Didn't you think it was prudent to maintain a manual just in case something goes wrong?
Yes, that's true.
Right?
Yes.
And the fact that you felt that no system was in place, didn't you think it was possible to get the softwares, get the equipments, and make sure that these entries are done in equipments purchased by the council, software systems purchased by the council, so that at the end of the day, when there is issue of audit, you may not have challenges in providing the necessary information? Don't you think that is what you ought to have done?
That's what I have done, ma. I have gone, the then director of governance, Isia, I had fought, I had told her several times. And in fact, that led to,
But the council, you were engaged in activities, and you were purchasing equipment. You were purchasing cars. You were purchasing other equipments. You were doing maintenance. You are engaged in projects. So would it have been too difficult to purchase a computer and to get a software application for you to be able to do this? Would it have been too difficult to do that?
No, it wasn't difficult.
Exactly.
But when I spoke to the director, he said that she said she will help us to get a unified accounting system for all councils, and that's resulted to us joining the IFMIS. We first tried somebody else to tailor-made it with councils.
Yes, we will come to those ones.
Yes.
Because we've seen the evidence. Yes. We have seen the files. Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Sallah, why was it difficult to even keep a cash book, which is a requirement? Why was that difficult? I don't understand.
The cash book, the manual cash book, when I go over them, I find it very tough to understand it. Because,
go ahead.
Because in the entries, sometimes there was a cash to book to bank, I do not understand that. So that was why I said, let us get a system, whereas when we input them, it will give you the same entries. Like you put one entries, it will give you all the distinct.
Did you come up with that system?
That was that has resulted us joining because it was through those say that we have to get a system, we have to get a unified system. And that was why we had this.
Even with the advent of the IFMIS, you had no bank reconciliation, Mr. Sallah.
With the
coming of the IFMIS system.
Yes.
When it was introduced, you still didn't do bank reconciliation.
Yeah, with the banks, with the IFMIS system.
You still haven't done bank reconciliation. It's not like as if it changed. So your actions remain the same even with the advent of the IFMIS system. That's my point. Is that not true?
Yes.
Exactly. So what are you talking about now? So I don't even think you can't use a cash book. Is that what you were saying? You don't understand how to use a cash book? How to operate one?
No.
Do you or do you not know?
I know how to operate a cash book, but if you see the council's cash book, there's a greater difference.
You could have come up with your own cash book,
yes,
in accordance with the financial manual.
That is true.
There are details that must be present, yes, in a cash book. So
yes,
don't give an excuse regarding what you find on the ground. When you were appointed, you could have come up with your own. After all, it's just a book that with the relevant details,
yes,
of the transactions.
That's true.
So what was the case? You can't operate a cash book?
No,
you don't know how?
I can operate a cash book. But
why did you not come up with your own cash book?
Yeah, I did. That was my error. I did not.
It's not an error. Yeah. See, it's not an error. It's a deliberate act. Sallah, it's a deliberate act. That cannot be an error. That's what you are trained to do. Your education, you know that you are supposed to do this. You are an honor student. You're not just any other student that graduated in accounting or finance. you graduated with honors. Is that not the case?
Very well.
So you know that this must happen, and you failed to do that. But then you failed to do that at the detriment of the public, because you failed to do that and you can't account for millions of dollars that you transacted in the area council. Is that not the case? Would you see yourself as very competent if you can't keep a cash book?
Yeah,
Sallah,
that's true. That is a requirement for me.
will you see yourself as competent
Yeah.
if you can't keep a cash book?
Yes, that's true. I wouldn't see myself as competent.
So the worries, the queries of the CEO would be right that you were not competent at the time to hold the office.
Yeah.
You're not answering my question.
Man, that's his submission.
That is you agree with that.
That is his submission. Yes.
And you hold the same position because you said you wouldn't see yourself as being competent. So it will only be corroborative for someone else to hold the same, which you've already known about yourself. Because why I'm raising this is not I'm not attacking your competence. I don't doubt your competence. I am just saying that your actions suggest that either you were not competent or you were doing deliberate acts. But the CEO is the one who says on numerous occasions that he didn't think that you were a competent finance director at the time. You understand?
I think the CEO.
Let me read to you one of the exhibits, 28 May 2020, addressed to the chairman, to chairperson, Local Government Select Committee, National Assembly Building, and written by Pasit Sise, CEO, copied the Permanent Secretary, Governor LRR, Chairperson, Mansako Area Council, Director of Finance, that's you were copied, and the Chairperson Finance Subcommittee. I write to inform you, your Honorable Select Committee, that as the deadline for Mansako Area Council meeting with you is getting closer, it is rather unfortunate that the Office of the Finance Director lacks the competence to provide the financial statement of the council. Was that true?
Yes, that was. But that was just.
Was that true? Is that true?
Yes, that was true.
The microphone, please. Use the microphone, please.
Because I came in July 2019. And
His statement is you lack the competence to prepare a financial statement.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, that's true. I didn't.
Not you did not. You don't have the competence.
Yes, that's what. Yes, I don't have the competence, he said.
You know why you were saying yes?
Yeah.
You were saying yes because you want to have an excuse as to why you didn't prepare one.
No. I have prepared the financial statements.
His inability to provide the financial statement of the council is due to the unavailability of the following since he took office: lack of cash book, you don't keep one; lack of ledgers; lack of journal; lack of monthly bank reconciliations; lack of monthly income and expenditure statements. All this you did not do.
This letter, I've never seen it cancelled.
It indicates you. I know. I am not saying.
He has never. If I had written to the Service Commission.
But was this true?
Why didn't he copy me? And why didn't he?
But are these true? He sat here.
Sorry, Mr. Sallah. The letter indicated that you were copied.
Honestly,
perhaps the council will show you the letter.
Honestly, I never received this letter.
No, but in the letter,
yes,
it is indicated that you were copied.
Yes.
You might be. We will take your evidence. Whatever your evidence is, we will take.
Yes.
But I am just correcting the statement.
Yes.
That in that letter,
yes,
it is indicative of the fact that a copy was sent to you. Whether you received it or not is another thing.
Yeah.
But in the letter, a copy was made for you.
Yes. Yes. So we just reading to you what is stated in the letter, that the issue of your competence had been raised, even though I had discussed this with the CEO, that probably it wasn't raised at the right time. There was no request. He had admitted he never made a request from you every month regarding making sure that you make and provide bank reconciliation, which you were supposed to do. But at the end of it, we had transactions at the end of in 2020. In fact, subsequently, the issue regarding you not functioning as you're supposed to was highlighted. The one for 31st December 2020, wherein he was written to the CEO, And he replied back to the permanent secretary. The request to explain why disciplinary action should not be taken against me, that's Passet Cisse. The reference to your letter dated the 3rd November 2020, asking why disciplinary action should not be taken against me for not responding to the Commission's letters concerning the confirmation of Mr. Bai Gibbi Sallah, Director of Finance at the Mansako Area Council. I am pleased to inform you that the correspondence has been received. I humbly refer you to my letter written to your honorable office, 28th day of May 2020, and copied to the chairperson. Furthermore, for holding on Director of Salah's confirmation until certain works in his office are complete. So he has stated clearly that the reason why he wouldn't work on your confirmation was because of the fact that you were not competent. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But do you agree with that?
That's what he said.
But do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that.
You think you were competent?
Yes.
So moments ago,
I am more competent than him, because if he says...
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. You are more competent than him because if he says what?
Because if you look at his background, maybe he has a longer, he works long in the councils, but I think he's 80 intermediate. So you cannot be compared to...
I believe it's a
All right.
convenient point to stop. We
Thank
may
you.
rise and come back after lunch break. I'm just told that GRT is taking back the signal for the usual reason.
balu mabaja uba pula jari masane sise lalo ke batrame pature ifambondi marisa muenjai birinjai payuti ju rest in peace yes ajuru teda fento. Okay, sioni jutola kamudun kana jutum fanna kari jele fati yata ko sulu nyaku ya banda ba bonko e mandal garandi venna ba kulu alinga ta gambia bunya jama be gambia sanau ya be gambia le gambia okay gambia kairo celebrate simailo lento la certificate ni fen nata ka participate na bankundin timilito katinya nyime kwa bileto timilito chokolito duntumale kokoliko sioni jitola kasiko ngana mobile mutajampuko kwa fuaro ni sani kunto kokuto na la dingo katomfo kwa nanko livo gambia patika duko celebrate gambia biwo wakamole gambia kunkilin sinkilin nyakilin dakilin de tankilin tan kilin buru bata kilin de don kilin gambia dia katomfo kwa nanko ya budu joy dia birkaman korone fonye korone karfenya korone proseben korone banyul sere kunda bakaw nimbara sukutan korone nyomi korone kiyan korone alina ngantulunde tulunde sobe sala alina ngantulunde gambia tulunde sobe sala sajaba korone alina ngadumura sobe gambia le ajaba gambia kadi tola bakundi karanya gambia ulin kolune fatautan kolune jaran kolune padibun kolune makatin kolune andalen kolune gambia jollof don ya gambia
Jollof Arts. Jollof Arts.
ma kamale mu alla bola nyan chormo aka pataki gambia jollof arts oh gambia tambo afoye ma kamale mu dolla bakundi karajamo smiling coast of Africa la gambia smiling coast kanyo fasalen bolu buka nyotuko yebo klipai buka yosi samol jeminindi le ka foko lotsito alinga gambia kirimani tuluni ngelo lela gambia dia
ñun aati ci réew mi jooy nañ Ousmane Ndiaye sama baax mi moom mi ñun aati ci réew mi jooy nañ Ousmane Ndiaye sama baax mi moom mi dem na ni susun xarit fate wuñu la yàlla la suuf sede fi nekkoon tey jii dem nañ bàyyi ñu aduna kerina hekay lo dunia wuri leen lo aduna dafa mën a war loolu tax mu wóor a di ku ko jàpp xamal jàpp la boo fi desalul bëccëg di nga desal guddi aduna moo ko mën a war xam nga yow de war na fi ku ne bu la xañul yaay dina la xañ baay bu la xañul mag dina la xañ rakk bu la xañul jabar dina la xañ jëkkër bu la diggee sa doom xam nga nax na la aduna dara jarul di ñaawoo département la dañ fi xëy ñëw di liggéey ku fi wàcc liggéey rek nga ñibbee dunia la bambali sulemu ni mantiloto ile sutoto wata ngata kunyofe nkana nyo dabari nkana nyo tinya nkana nyo jawya fuime miraba e parende perkano na lumbe wala tekela pare na bamuti dunia Bature dem ngani seneni dem ngani Maudusi kotongam mustangam dem ngani Alaji Fisco nelona Mam Tamsir hotel nañu Sey Usman Usulayan Laingam dem ngani Alaji Mansur Njaay dem ngani Alaji Sey Kamara Bajanga Omisamba Bitanyang Dina Ajibade Ture Baina Tagadinde Kenje Ije Kanyang Ipuwagi Biri Biri Manesila Neleuna Joy Christian Baina Flying Lion Musa Demnani ñun aati si réew mi jooy nañ Usu Njaay Gambia alko lady ya hayesa 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 Sesetal ngamati Wada hale ila Lady Nisilati Hoppe bensi ari Wala bebel tutu Gambia nane Gambia Africa. Gambia, seeking. Gambia, can killing. Let's live in peace, love, unity. Gambia, making. Gambia, seeking.
MBT Music.
One nation, one people, yeah. When you under Africa. Gambia, seeking. Gambia, can killing. Let's live in peace, love, unity. Gambia, making. Gambia, seeking.
MBT Music.
Fatal no money. What I hale ila. Lady this ilati. Up against the Ari. One line level to Gambian
This is the time for us to stand together and work hard. This is the hood forever. You want you walk Billy Gay. Look at me by one and take it one nation. Let's talk about the good attitude we have in Gambia. Different tribes, different religion, but one people. You first jump in a league, all things right. Jamoni na all, mun hadal iblis kinenela. Then you tackle ligay bole holy. They don't bend it. Jamak salam and you want Gambia. One nation, one people, yeah.
When you ande makunde yakay luma amma yene lako luma amma yene mako takulige no ko jiti mi baki takulige no ko jiti mi baki Gambia konte ko bokene ne ci Afrika Gambia de ko bokene ci Afrika Gambia seeking Gambia thanking. Let's live in peace, love, unity. Gambia making Gambia seeking.
MBT Music.
Gambia, sowla andal luma neex laay ma ànd ak ki ma àndal lu la neex laay jagandiir la àndal luma neex laay taxi may ndongo sama mag la su fi ñang sama nit la si saawu dugure siiri rohi sama dal tunga Gambia déglu leen man ma wuy looya jëy ne baaba sama yaay la doomu ndey Adama Kante Adama yi borom basi yéen a ngi liggéeyal jigéen ñi Gambia lii de wóor na ma si seen gaari seede boy ndolleel mu baadinte ndolleel mu kilente alga kayro sabatini ñu ne mun na na faati Gambia Gambia mekilen Gambia Gambia sikilen Gambia Gambia kankilen let's live in peace love unity Gambia Gambia mekilen Gambia Gambia sikilen
MBT Music. MBT Music.
Gambia alkolel lady ya hayesa 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 settle no money what I hale ila lady this ilati hope ben si ari wala bebel toto Gambia nabe Gambia yela riu milani ego and the bolo.
This is the time for us to stand together and work hard. This is the hood forever. You want Billy Gay. Look at me by one and take it one nation. Let's talk about the good attitude we have in Gambia. Different tribes, different religion, but one people. Yaku fast jump in a league, all things bright. Jamuni na lol, mun hadal iblis yunen la. Na ñu takku liggéey boole xoli te doon benn jàmm ak salaam la ñu wax Gambia. One nation, one people, yeah.
Bu ñu àndee di bokk ndey ak baay loo am nga yéene la ko lu ma am nga yéene ma ko takku liggéey ni ko jiiti réew mi bëggee takku liggéey ni ko jiiti réew mi bëggee Gambia doon dëkk bu gën a neex ci Afrique Gambia dëkk du ko gën a neex ci Afrique Gambia, Gambia seeking. Gambia, Gambia can killing. Let's live in peace, love, unity. Gambia, Gambia making. Gambia, Gambia seeking.
MBT Music. MBT Music.
Gambia, alcohol lady, ya hayesa. 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 Settle no money. What I hale ila lady disi ladi hoppe ben si ari wala bebel toto Gambia nabe Gambia yela riu miladi ego and bolo.
This is the time for us to stand together and work hard. This is the hood forever. You want you are Billy Gay. Look at me by one and take it one nation. Let's talk about the good attitude we have in Gambia. Different tribes, different religion, but one people. You could fast jump in a league, all things bright. Jamuni na lol, mun hadal iblis nyunen la. Nanyo takul ligay pole holi. They don't bend jamak salam lanyo wa Gambia. One nation, one people, yeah.
When you ande wakunde yakai lo amma yene lako luma amma yene mako takulige no ko jiti rew mi bagi takulige no ko jiti rew mi bagi oh Gambia ton te ko gëna ne ci Afrique Gambia te ko du ko gëna ne ci Afrique Gambia, Gambia seeking. Gambia, Gambia can killing. Let's live in peace, love, unity. Gambia, Gambia making. Gambia, Gambia seeking.
MBT Music. MBT Music.
Gambia, alcohol lady, ya hayya. What I hale ila Lady Disilati Hoppe Bensi Ari Walla Bebel Tutu Gambian Nabe Gambia, Riela Riumila Ego and the Bolo.
This is the time for us to start together and work hard. This is the hood forever. You want you are Billy Gay. Look at me by one and take it one nation. Let's talk about the good attitude we have in Gambia. Different tribes, different religion, but one people. Yaku fast jump in a league, all things bright. Jamuni na lol, mun hadal iblis munenel. Then you tackle ligay bole holy. They don't bend jamak salam len you are Gambia. One nation, one people, yeah.
When you ande walk on the outside. Lo amma yene lako, lo amma yene mako. Takulige no ko jiti rew mi bagi. Takulige no ko jiti rew mi bagi. Gambia ton te ko kene ne ci Afrique. Gambia te ko do kene ci Afrique. Gambia seeking Gambia can killing. Let's live in peace, love, unity. Gambia making Gambia seeking.
MBT Music.
What I hale ila Lady Disilati Hoppe Bensi Ari Walla Bebel Tutu Gambian Nabe Gambia, Riela Riumila Ego and the Bolo.
This is the time for us to start together and work hard. This is the hood forever. You want you are Billy Gay. Look at me by one and take it one nation. Let's talk about the good attitude we have in Gambia. Different tribes, different religion, but one people. Yaku fast jump in a league, all things bright. Jamuni na lol, mun hadal iblis munenel. Then you tackle ligay bole holy. They don't bend jamak salam len you are Gambia. One nation, one people, yeah.
When you ande walk on the outside. live in peace, love, unity.
Gambia, Gambia, make it Gambia, Gambia, sing it.
MBT Music. MBT Music.
Gambia, I call a lady dear, ya hayesa.
Gambia, alcohol lady dear, ya hayeso.
Gambia, I call a lady dear, ya hayesa.
Gambia, alcohol lady dear, ya hayeso.
Settle no money. What I hale ila. Lady Nisilati. Hope ben si ari. Wala bebel toto. Gambia nabe. Gambia, together you milad. Ego and the bolo.
This is the time for us to stand together and work hard. This is the hood forever. You want you are Billy Gay. Look at me by one and take it one nation. Let's talk about the good attitude we have in Gambia. Different tribes, different religion, but one people. You go fast jump in a league, all things bright. Jamuni na lol, mun hadal iblis yun nen la. Nanyo takul ligay bole holi. They don't bend jamak salam lanyo wa Gambia. One nation, one people, yeah.
When you under walk on the outside. No, I'm a yellow. No, I'm a yellow. Takulige no kujiti reo mi bagi.
Takulige no kujiti reo mi bagi.
Oh, Gambia tonte kabo kena nechi Africa. Gambia de kadu kena nechi Africa. Gambia, 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 can kill him. Let's live in peace, love, unity.